Hello everyone, it's me, Jingles, and I am here today with a beginner tutorial for you all. I've created another tutorial that was pretty basic, just like 12 skinning tips that I had. This is a little bit more basic. If you've done any like digital art or anything, you probably won't even need this tutorial, but if you're totally new to skinning and stuff, definitely take a look here and I'm sure it'll help you. If you do enjoy, like, subscribe, do all that jazz, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so the first thing is, where do you even make a skin? Pretty simple. All you gotta do is go to your favorite browser and type in minecraftskins.com and you'll get taken to this page. The Skindex. This is a great site for beginners who have never skinned before. There's also Planet Minecraft, which is more advanced, but this one is the one that I started on. I think is easier for less experienced folks. It has all the things you'd ever need. If you want to make an account, all you gotta do is push register, put in your info, but we are gonna start in the editor tab right over here. Alright, once you've located this page, either on a mobile device or on your computer, either one works perfectly fine. Probably easier on PC, but you know, whatever you want. The first thing we are going to talk about is something that people often get really confused by. There are two models of skins. There's the Alex Slim model, which has 3 pixel wide arms, and then there's the Classic Steve model, which has 4 pixel wide arms. Very important that you make a skin and use the skin in game with that like matches what model that you want. If you want to use a Steve skin, make sure you select in your in-game settings the 4 pixel wide model. I always make slim skins since I think that they look better, but that is a personal opinion. Alright, now I'm just going to talk a little bit about how this editor works, kind of. First mechanic you'll need to know is hold down your mouse, drag it along, and you can rotate the skin. Don't forget which one is the front, which side is the front. I often just mark an X on the front of the face, which is really helpful. To your upper right, you will have the color wheels. Notice I said wheels plural, which is very important. The outside wheel is used for the hue, meaning which color do you want. The inside is used for the saturation, meaning how bright or how dark do you want this color to be. In this right area, you have the body model. This is very important. A lot of people I see will start making skins just on the outer layer, and then they'll be like, hey, why is it on the outer layer? Well, it's because you had it selected. You always want to start with your skin on the body layer, and to do that, you have to unselect the outer layer so that it should be gray. Whichever button is gray, it means it's not showing. Notice how when both are gray, there's nothing. When the body is gray, you're just on the outer layer. And when the outer layer is gray, you're just on the body, which is what you want. Over here, you can select and deselect body parts. Like if you just want to work on the head, you can zoom in over here and just work on the head just like this. Okay, so next, what do the tools do? The first one, starting at the top, is the pencil tool. You draw with it. What a shocker. That's the only drawing tool that you should really be using. I'll get into that more in a second. Next is the eraser, which I actually just used. It erases pixels one by one. Next is the noise tool, which auto shades for you. Pro tip, never use this. Next is the color picker. Let's say, for example, you're making a blue sleeve over here. Whoopsies, a blue sleeve over here, and then you go over here to make a green pants, and you want to come back to the sleeve, and you want to edit it. Well, you can get that exact color here by using the color picker. You select it, click again on the color you want, and it'll take it right to it. Next is the bucket, which fills an entire side of a body part with one singular color. Bam! Your whole face is blue. Next, the undo button. You realize, oopsies, I didn't want to make my entire face blue. All you gotta do is push this left arrow over here and it'll undo your last action, and it can undo multiple actions too. See how the green's disappearing here? It can go as far as you want. You realize, wait a second, I actually do want blue on my face. Then you can push the redo button, which is to the right, and you can get that blue on your face back. Next is the auto darken or auto lighten. I don't really use these either because they don't really do a good job of making your colors like hue shifting and vibrant. You don't have to know what that means. But if you want a darker color, you just decide you don't want this color for whatever reason, you can just push this plus to make it darker. It'll be a little bit darker here. Whoopsies. It'll be a little bit darker just like that. You can do it again, even darker. Or maybe you want it lighter. You can push this and push the minus button to make it lighter. Over here, you have the zoom. The plus zooms in and the minus zooms out. Pretty simple. Finally, the best tool of all time, mirror. Let's say you're making a shirt and you want the sleeves to be on the same on both sides, which is very common. All you gotta do is keep this selected down here, the mirror tool, and now you can work and draw a design on one side of the arm or the legs, either one works, and it'll appear on the other. This does not work on the mid-torso area or the head, and it also does not appear on the back side, unless you do it over here, but it won't come from front to back like that. It won't be the same. Next, you decide, wow, this looks terrible. I want to completely restart without having to erase. All you gotta do is push reset skin and push OK. There you go. Alright, after you've made your beautiful, beautiful design and you want to upload it to Skindex after you've made your account, all you have to do is push upload to Skindex. Shocker, I know. Sign in with your account. Push it again, actually, if you weren't already signed in, which maybe you were, who knows. And here, very important, read these rules. I see so many new people on Skindex who aren't aware of like plagiarism rules or stuff, and they get their uploads taken down and accounts banned or whatever. Please read. It's really not that hard. You have to make a skin title. I usually title it something cringe, like Bun Bun, since this is a bunny. I don't know, something like that. Whatever makes you happy. You cannot change this, as it says up here, so make sure you have something you want. Then you add a description. Maybe you want to say what this skin is about. Maybe you want to greet your viewers. Hi, everyone. Oopsies. Hi, everyone. Spelled wrong. Yay. Maybe describe your skin a little bit. But you can also do that down here in tags. Maybe you want to help people find your skin. Since this is like a bunny onesie, I'm going to tag it onesie, comma, which separates it. And you do another space. Bunny, comma, space. Ears, comma, space, etc. Add as many as you want. You can just end it like that. And then it'll be 3 separate tags. You can do however many you want as long as you are in the character limit. And then you have to do CAPTCHA for some reason. I don't know. You find the traffic lights. I'm actually like really bad at these. I hope I get this right. Oh, nope. Over here. Over here. Does that count? I think that'll count. Yay! And then all you gotta do is push upload and you're done. You will see it on the latest page over here. Except I didn't actually push upload. And the end. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe, like, all of that stuff. If you want me to make a skin for you, commissions are always open. Jingles the Cat, capital JTNC, number 0064 on Discord, and we'll discuss. Have a good day.